Good afternoon to all. So, any questions from last lecture? Okay, then we were discussing linked list, and in that we have seen singly linked list and operations on this singly linked list. So we have seen that there is a node is a basic building block of linked list, right? And in this node, one part is info and second part is link, and info part again can have multiple subfields. What are the drawbacks of sequential allocation, and what are the advantages of linked allocation, and what is availability stack, and how we can get a node from availability stack, and how we can restore the node which is free can be that also we have seen. Then we look at the types of linked list. There are 4 types: singly linear list, then circularly linked linear list, and doubly linked linear list, and doubly linked circular list. So these are the 4 variants, and we in last lecture we gone through this insert operation, and we understood that how this insert operation inserts a given element x to the linked list which is pointed by the first, and this x will be inserted before the first node of the linked list, that we understood in the last lecture. So then we I don't know whether we have gone through this inserted AND operation or not. Yes, I think we had gone through that also, because I remember that I discussed this insertion in order. I discussed the steps, and I told you that we would see the algorithm in next lecture. Okay. So today we are going to start with this, how we can insert a node into the linked list in particular order, ascending or descending, based on the need of the individual. So the first step is remove the node from availability stack. This is the first step. Then set the fields of the node, information part and pointer part. Now check if the linked list is empty. If linked list is empty, that means this node is the first node, going to be the first node of the linked list. So just return the address of this node as a linked list, right? Otherwise, if link is not empty, then if node is preceding all others in the list, right? Suppose you are maintaining a linked list which is uh, in the order, in the ascending order, in the ascending order. So the first node is the smallest value, then second node will have some higher value, and third node still have a higher value, and so on. So if your node is precedes all others nodes, so in this particular example, if this node is having the smallest value, if you are maintaining the ascending ordered linked list, and if this node has the smallest value among the all existing nodes, then insert the node at the front of the list and return its address. If this is also not the case, then you have to traverse through the linked list till that you get the proper place where you can add this node. So for that you have to repeat step 6 while information content of the node in the list is less than the information content of the new node. And now once you reach at the uh, particular place where you are supposed to insert node, then insert the new node in the list and return the address of first node. See, if link is empty, then return the address of new node, right? If the node which is being inserted is the first node, at that time also return the address of the new node. But if the node is inserted somewhere else, not in the beginning or not in the empty list, then you must return the address of first node. Okay, because in the linked list, right, if this is the linked list and you insert a node somewhere, say if you insert a node here, then you need to return the address of this first node only, because we want the address of linked list, right? So you need to return this first in the case when you add the node somewhere here in between, right? You update this link here and the next part will be here. So you have to take care of this. Okay. Now let's go to the algorithm. Here the function name is insert in the order. We want to insert value x in the linked list which is pointed by the first, and we have save as a temporary pointer. Okay, and we have availability stack pointer avail, and we have new is also a temporary pointer variable, new and save. And what is required is we have to insert x so that it preserves the ordering of the terms in increasing order, right? So here we are maintaining the linked list in the ascending order. So let's go through the steps. So first of all, you have to check underflow condition. What underflow condition? Because the node which you want to add into the linked list, this node must be available. This node must be available. Row number 4. Are you there? Row number 8. Row number 11. Row number 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was just checking whether I'm audible or not. I was not checking your presence. So let's go back to the PPT. You can interrupt me anytime in between if you don't understand anything. Right? So here we have to check if the availability uh, pointer avail is pointing to null. That means we do not have any nodes available. So we can write that availability stack is facing the underflow condition. So you just return the linked list without inserting a node into the list. Now next, if there is no underflow condition, then yeah. So if not avail is not pointing to the null, that means avail has many nodes. So you get a new node uh, which is pointed by the pointer avail. So let me draw the node here. Okay. So this is my new node. Then you update the avail pointer to be pointed to the next node in the list. This we have seen in previous two algorithms also. Then update the info part of the new with x, which element is to be inserted. So insert x here, and this is the uh, new. Instead of new, I just write n. It is pointed by n. Now next is you have to check if the list is empty. So how to check whether the list is empty or not? By looking at the first pointer. If first is equal to null, if first equal to null, that means our list is empty, right? So if list is empty, then what you have to do in that case? Just set the link of new to the null. So link of new is null and return new. So you will return this new. So this is the outcome if the list is empty, right? Okay. Otherwise, you have to check if the new node precedes all other nodes in the list. So in that case, list is not empty, right? So in this case, list is not empty. So suppose I have one list. Suppose this is the existing linked list. Okay, and this list is pointed by first pointer, right? Suppose list is not empty and this is the list. And now in this sixth case, if the information part of new node, right, this information part of this new node, right, is less than the information part of first. So this information, suppose this is y. Right, if x is less than y, that means this node should be inserted as the first node of this list. So what you can do for that, how you will update links? So now the link of new should be first. So link of new should be updated with the this first. So now my link list has 5 nodes. Right? Previously there were 4 nodes, and now I have 5 nodes, and the node is inserted at the first position. Okay. Now suppose that is also not the case, and we move ahead, and suppose the information part of this new node is not the less than the information part of the first node in the linked list. So in that case, we have to traverse the linked list. So for that, let me, this is the situation, and my new node information is not the less than the first node information. So I will have to find the node where my new node can be inserted. So first of all, I take one temporary pointer save, which is same as first. So I take one save pointer, and it is pointing to the first node because I write s equal to first. Then I have to repeat while link of save is not equal to null, and the information part of link of save is less than or equal to information of new. Right, we have to do this save equal to link of save. So we have to keep traversing to the next nodes in every iteration until we do not get the node whose next node, right, link of save means next node of the save. So the information part of the next node is less than the new. So let me take one, let me explain you this with example because it is little bit complicated. So suppose I have this values, say in this I have a 2 here, the element in the list is suppose 2, here the element is say 4, here say element is 7, information part of this node is 7, and suppose here it is say 14, and now the new node has the information say a 9. And now you want to add this node. So where this node should be inserted? This node should be inserted here, right? In between these two nodes. In between these two nodes, this node must be inserted. So for that, what we are doing, first of all, a link of save is not equal to null, right? And info of link of save. So link of save, this is save, and link of save means this node. Link of save means this node. And if it is less than the information of new, yes, it is less than. That means we would update the save pointer with the link of save, right? So now my save pointer will be updated with the link of save. So my save will be pointing now to this node, and now I can I have this situation. Now again check the condition, is link of save is equal to null? No, it is pointing to some node. Is the information part of link of save? So information part of link of save is this 7, and the information of new is 9, which is greater than this 7. So we again will enter the loop and will update the save pointer as the link of save. So we will be pointing here, right? And we will update the save pointer. Now again check, is the link of save is equal to null? No, it is pointing to some node. And is the information part of link of save, so that is means this information, that is 14, is it less than or equal to new information of new? So no. So that means we come out of the loop and we go to the next step, and now we have a pointer s which is pointing to the node, after which we need to insert this node. So what should be the steps to update the links so that this node be the part of this list? So for that, the link of new is equal to link of save. The first step is link of new is equal to link of save. So link of save is pointing to this node, and the link of new should be updated so that it points to this node. Okay, let me upload. Right? And the link of save equal to new. So link of save is right now pointing to this node. Now it would be pointing to, say, let me, this will be pointing to this, and link of save is link of new. The link of save is equal to new. So link of save is now pointing to new. So my node is now, you can see, inserted here, and we have to return the first, right? Okay. So any questions? Have you understood this algorithm? Roll number 23.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 28.
Yes, sir.
I'm not looking at chat, huh? So please unmute your mic and answer. Roll number 40. 44.
Yes, sir. Sir, 40.
51. 54. 7. Roll number 2. Roll number 4. Are you there? Roll number 4. Roll number 7. Roll number 9. Roll number 1. So I consider him absent, so I am leaving him. Roll number 3.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 3.
Yes, sir.
I think he is also not responding. Roll number 4.
Hello, sir. 3 number.
Roll number 5.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 6.
Yes, sir.
Look, this many students
Yes, sir.
cannot have a mic problem, right? Nowadays, you people have laptops, you people have mobile phones. I have announced 20 roll numbers, and none of you has reverted back. Right, in the chat section, you people are writing only roll number 64 has written I have mic problem. What about others? 8, 9, 1. 11.
Yes, sir. Sir, 11.
12.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. Roll number 12.
Yes, sir.
So this many students cannot have a mic problem. So I think there is a problem from my side. Uh, is my am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so I think there is a problem from my side. But can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Your voice is clear.
In chat box, someone write. Okay. So let's go ahead. Sorry for thinking that you people are intentionally not giving answers, but now I think there is a problem from my side. So sorry for roll number 1. I removed you. I I can, so you can understand this, right? So once again, sorry for that. So now let's go ahead, and I hope you have understood this algorithm. If not, then please tell me in the chat box. Otherwise, I can go ahead. So I think there are no questions. So let me go ahead and let's go back to our PPT. So this is the insertion of node in order, and here we have inserted node into the ascending order linked list. You can design your own algorithm for linked list which is maintained by in descending order, right? So in the please listen this carefully. In your exam it may be asked, write an algorithm to insert a node into the order list which is maintained by a descending order. So there you have to do some changes. Here instead of greater than and equal to, you have to change this operator to greater than or equal to. Instead of less than or equal to, you have to change to greater than or equal to, right? And here also, instead of less than or equal to, you need to change it with greater than or equal to, right? So this algorithm would be for inserting a node into the descending ordered list. Okay. So let's go ahead. So this is the example. Here you can see initially the front is null, and then I call the insert in order 29 to the linked list front. So 29 is inserted as a first node. Then I insert 10. So 10 will be inserted into the ordered list after 29. So this is the second step. Then the third node which is added is 25. So here you can see 25 need to be added in between these two nodes. So it is added. Now I want to add 40 in this list. So 40 is the highest, and so from this I go to this and I add 40, and this is the list generated. And last I add the 37. So 37 need to be inserted here, so that you can see in this last linked list. So this is a ordered linked list. So 10, 25, 29, 37 and 40. It may be small for you. Let me make it maximize. Yeah. So you can see this. So these are the calls to the insert in the order, and this is the result of that. Initially 29 was inserted, then uh, 29 was 10 was inserted, right? And then this 25 inserted, right? And uh, then this 40 is inserted, right? And then at last 37 is inserted. Okay, so in this way uh, you can use this function. Okay, so let's move ahead. Next algorithm is delete operation. Next operation is the delete operation. So let's understand the steps first, then we will see the algorithm. So first step is if linked list is empty, right? Then you say it is a underflow condition, right? There is no node which can be deleted. Then Otherwise, if a link is not left empty, then repeat step 3 while the end of list has not been reached. Okay. And the node has not been found. So obtain the next node in the list and record its predecessor node. You have to maintain 2 pointers here. One pointer will be moving to the next node and one pointer will be uh, recording the predecessor of the node. Then if the end of the list has been reached, then write that node hasn't found and return. You say there is no node in the list having the value which you want to delete. Then otherwise you delete the node from the list and return the node to the availability area. So these are the steps. Let's now see it algorithm point of view. So in this algorithm we want to delete from the linked list which is pointed by first, and we want to delete the node whose information part is X, right? And here temp variable is used to find the desired node, and predecessor node keeps the track of the predecessor of temp. So here you have to note one thing, that the first is changed only when X is the first element, right? Otherwise first will remain as it is. Only one of the nodes will be deleted, right? So let's go ahead. So this is the algorithm. Okay, so this is the algorithm. So in this, let's see the first case where first is pointing to null. That means first is not pointing to any node. That means your list is empty. So write down underscore, right? Otherwise, you have to traverse the list by maintaining 2 temporary pointers. So first of all, let me take one here. Take me one linked list. Say this is the linked list. Okay. The last node is pointing to null, and all other nodes are pointing to the next nodes. Okay, suppose this is my list, and it is pointed by the pointer first. Okay, and now I create one temporary pointer, say 10, and it is same as this app. So let me say this temporary is pointing to this first node. Now we have to repeat through step 5 while temp is not equal to X. Okay, and link of tab is not equal to null. So these are the two conditions we have to check. And here pointer. Yeah, this X is the not the information. I did a mistake. I told you that I want to delete a node whose information part is X, but actually X is the address of the node to be deleted, right? X is the address of the node to be deleted. Okay, so you can also develop algorithm which deletes the node whose information part is X, that you can consider as a homework, or in the exam also it may be asked, write an algorithm which deletes a node having the information X, right? Here particularly in this algorithm we are considering X as a pointer to the node which is to be deleted, right? So let's go ahead and okay. That's why here temp is not equal to X, right? So now uh, we have uh, temp is equal to first, and here we have to go through the loop through 4 and 5, right, till we are not breaking any of this condition, that is temp is not equal to X and link of temp is not equal to null. So what I do, the predecessor is equal to temp. So now I also maintain the P, right? Predecessor, that is also here now temp. So temp is pointing to first node. So this also will be pointing to first node. And now what I will do, temp equal to link of temp, that I will do. So I will go ahead, temp equal to link of temp, and this link will be updated. This will be the situation now. Now I have to check is temp is equal to X. Now here also we have to take one say uh, say this is the node which is pointed by the X, and this node I want to delete. So this node I want to delete, suppose. So for that, is temp equal to X? No, temp is not equal to X. And link of temp equal to null? No, link of temp is pointing to some node. So we again do these two steps. Predecessor is equal to temp. So now this predecessor will be pointing to this, right? And this link will be now overridden. Then temp equal to link of temp. So this temporary link will be updated to this one, and this would be, now here check is temp equal to X. Yes, so here this condition is broken, so we will come out of this loop and we will directly go to the step 6, and at the end of list, if you do not find X, right, it may happen that there is no node in the list which is pointed by X, right? There is no node which can be pointed by the X. In that case, temp would not be equal to X after link of temp equal to null after reaching the next node, last node. So you write down that node is not found. Right? Otherwise, you delete the X. So have you understood this 6th step? So this 6th step, what wants to tell this 6th step is, suppose X is not pointing to any node. So we will continue this loop one more time, and we will break this loop only when link of temp is equal to null. So in the next step, what would happen? My temp would be updated to link of temp. So it would be pointing to this node, and predecessor would be pointing to this node, right? And this would not be there. So now In this case, x is the x is having the address which is not pointing to any of the node of the list. So here this condition occurs if temp is not equal to x, right? So you have to write that node is not found, node is not available in the list, right? Otherwise delete the x. So for that uh, you let me again go back to my previous right. So this was my previous state of the linked list. Now here you have to check if the x is equal to first, that means x is the first node, right? So in that case, what you need to do if x is the first? So you have to just update the link first is equal to link of first, right? So to explain this case, let me create that case. Suppose this was the case. Suppose x was the pointing to the first node, and now you want to delete this first node. So what you need to do? You need to do is first is equal to link of first. So first is equal to link of first. Now first is pointing to here, and this is no more pointing to this way. And you uh, uh, return from the list, right? So your first pointer is changed only when the node to be deleted is the first. So this is the case. Otherwise let me go to my previous state, which was the uh, case for the second option. Okay, so yeah, so this is the now state where I have to delete this node. So what you have to do is link of predecessor is equal to link of x. So the link of predecessor would be now the link of x. So link of x is pointing to this. So link of predecessor is now pointing to the link of x. Right? Let me draw it more. And say the link of predecessor is now pointing to the link of x. So this node will be pointed. Okay, and now you see this link is updated and this node is now deleted. The node which was pointed by x was now deleted, and the node which is recently been free. So for that the link of x is equal to avail. You have to restore this node back to the availability stack, right? Suppose this is my availability stack, and it has uh, the nodes available in this availability stack, and they are pointing to each other, and avail pointer is pointing to the first node in the availability stack. So now here you have to update this link of x is equal to avail. So this link of x will be now updated. This link of x right now is pointing to uh, this node. So okay, so the link of x is now pointing to the node which is pointed by the avail, right? And avail equal to x, right? So this avail will be also overwritten, and it would be now pointing to this x. Are you getting this? So now you can see I have list of 3 nodes, This is also overwritten. Okay, and let me remove this temporary pointer so that it become more clear to you. Okay, and now I think you can see this. Right? Let me remove this link of X also so that it become more clear. And yeah. So see, now this availability stack has the node which is free, is a part of this availability stack. Availability stack is pointing to the node, and my new linked list is this. Okay. Have you got this? Any questions? Have you understood? Roll number 23, write down in chat box. Okay, roll number 57, have you understood? Write down in chat box. 54, 13, 17, 21, 25, 29, 33. Have you understood? Okay. Okay, then thank you. So let's go ahead, go back to my algorithm APT. So next operation is the copy operation, right? Let me remove all
Sir.
the ink. So the next operation is the copy operation, and how much time we have? Okay, so we already have taken 50 minutes. So okay, then we'll see this copy operation in next lecture. If you have doubt, please ask me. So let me stop the screen sharing. Then let me take an attendance. And what next? Let me stop recording.